Good morning, Rising Vibes. Coming to you legit from the rock. I wanted to talk about forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is not only for others. And the reason why I say not only is because forgiveness is almost like the name of the scissors that cuts that energy that keeps you down. Like if something really bad happened to you, um, I don't even want to come up with a case scenario, but say something bad really happened to you and somebody was responsible for that bad. And then ever since a certain music, a certain song, a certain smell, a certain name haunts you. And it's because that anger and that rage that you're holding on to, or the just the blame of energy, you connect to that stronger than any connection. Love is a very powerful thing, but sadly, a lot of us allow hate, rage, and anger to cancel out love. So, forgiveness is the scissors to set you free. The Like if it's a balloon filled with helium, that string, that person that holds that string, that is kind of like what it feels like with the person that did you wrong. And you realize that you're giving them power over your entire life. So when you forgive them and you let go of that negative, bad energy, you get set free. Not saying it goes away completely. There's always a memory of it because it is a huge event that, felt like it was destroying you. It was destroying you because you handed your power to somebody else because they stole it from you. But the reason why I say you handed it is because after they stole it from you, you didn't take it back. You gave it. And not because you wanted to. And I know that this might make you kind of feel a certain way, but don't feel that way. Because I'm not saying that they're right or what they did is okay. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is don't give them that power. Don't give them that satisfaction of knowing that you'll have to go through counseling or avoid a certain place, a certain thing, a certain smell, a certain person. You cut it off. And when I say cut it off, you cut it off. You leave it where it stands because it is on the ground and you are free. It can't come to your level because you are free. That situation, you kill the situation. Once you do that, you aren't limited anymore. You didn't set up boundaries for yourself to protect you from feeling that pain. Now, in order to do it, you have to feel the pain. Feel it. And then get rid of it. Now, I know, easier said than done. It actually took me 11 years from my situation to set myself free. But I was knocking it down little by little every year. And finally, I decided I don't want it to control me anymore. I don't want it to hold me back. I had my awakening and I was like, you know what? I want to do this. And how do you do this? You got to be all of good vibes and everything else. And I was like, even with the bad stuff I went through and the feelings that I feel, I'm in good vibes. Okay. Past you. I am glad you evolved. Pretty much, It's not the easiest thing, but once it's done, like fully done, once you have just let it all out, cut it all down, then all of a sudden you're free. You're walking over the grass instead of through it. It's a gift for you because you deserve it. They don't deserve the power, or it don't deserve the power. You take back what's rightfully yours. Take back your energy. Be powerful in your own energy because that's how you will feel. Don't get an ego with it. Ego is what you got to get rid of. But That way you know when you walk into a room, nobody in there can control your vibrations because you are strong in yourself and knowing you, because you get to know yourself. But you're not free until you set yourself free. So whatever's holding you back, whoever, whatever, whenever, is holding you back, cut it down and set it free. Now, it's the faults of like many movies or teachings or TV shows, because you see all of this stuff and you see the victim. And so when something happens to you, your mind is trained you're a victim. Last I checked, we're all freaking superheroes, We can control our vibes, and it'll drive other people absolutely freaking crazy because they can't get to us. Because they're emotional vampires, or they're just, really dark, minded beings. That's the path that they chose. Or they could just have made a huge mistake. I don't know what the situation is, and I'm not going to tell you how you should feel, because when I went through a certain situation, it was really hard for me to hear a lot of things. It destroyed me because I allowed it to. And I was held down for so long. And every time I felt like I was getting back up, something would happen that either would trigger that or something other would happen that was bad. And I was back down. If you allow it to hold you down, and you don't know that you are, but you're giving that person that power, cut it off, set yourself free. Write down everything that you feel, everything. Take it, crumble it up, and speak it while you burn it. I am free from this negative energy because I've accepted it. I have meditated and gotten myself back. And every day that I wake up, I am going to act like I made it. Because fake it till you make it. And you will feel free. If you stop doing that, you allow the energies to pull you down. It's kind of like, heat rises and it's lighter. And then, with water and the water vapors, there's a solid, there's a liquid, and there's a vapor. And it's got the cycles that it goes through, right? We apparently have adopted that cycle. Stop. Don't freeze your heart. Don't freeze your vibes. Don't bring yourself back to a solid. When they say that you've got a wall up, you're solid. No one's going to break through it. No one could hurt you. But you were meant to be set free. And so then you start worming all that, and then it boils because you get all those feelings that rush back. And then you forgive yourself, because that's really what is holding you back. It's the person did this to you and you put all this on them, but you've tortured yourself enough. And you didn't deserve it, because the higher you, the free you, never intended to become solid again. It was free. And so when you feel like your life is doing an endless cycle of solid to liquid to gas, back to solid, because it may turn into liquid while it comes down, because that's the process. So solid, liquid, gas, solid, or liquid, solid. But sometimes we just go straight to freeze mode. It's snowing, it's hailing, you know what I mean? The weather is energy also. So I'm trying to show you my comparison, because that's how I explain stuff. I was always told that it wasn't the greatest, but I was like, I understand it, and now I don't think I've heard that it's not the greatest in a while, which is great, trying to manifest the good in my life. But once you forgive yourself and you're set free, It feels amazing. It does. I will kind of like share with you one of my situations. Me and the father of my 3 kids, my 3 beautiful kids, we had a horrible, like, split up. It was it was straight to torch flame. You didn't even get a spark. It was bad. Our energies together were horrible. And so, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can put it all together. Well, before I took my trip to Colorado, when I was leaving, I was trying to give him as much time with the kids as I could, because I'm like, look, every break I'll bring the kids to see. And we hit a point that it was just me and him stuck. Because the kids really wanted to go camping, so I was like, I'm going to give it to them. They want to go camping with mom and dad one last time. And regardless of what I've got going on, I know what I'm about to put my children through. So as long as I keep everything in honest, good vibes, everything's going to manifest how it's supposed to, and good. So I was like, okay. And I was like, you know what? This is in the past. We'll just keep that there. We're doing this for the kids. And then I only have to deal with this for one night. Well, I ended up crying and breaking down and telling him the truth. Like, look, I expected us to have been together for the kids. But I do know now that I was not meant for you, and I was just meant to have these 3 beautiful kids from you. And it's not a negative thing. Like, I'm sorry about our past, but it was just the universe way of showing us that we weren't right for each other. So if anything, we should be thanking the universe, because you don't want to be lying in a relationship. And with saying that, like, I felt like I took back the power. This person that had done me so wrong that I had hatred for, I don't have hatred for anymore, because I forgave myself and I forgave them. There's other situations that had happened that are much harder than that, and I broke through those too. And so now I'm set free. So set yourself free. Rise your vibes every day. Eat right, meditate. Do what makes you happy. Be true to yourself, and you will be free. Once again, rising vibes your way. Till next time.